So, this is the painting we're going to do. The Colosseum in Rome. Yeah, there is a lot of detail to that, isn't there? So this is going to be one hell of a painting. Things I've got to do, though, is take out all that scaffolding. We don't need that scaffolding. That's just going to make it more confusing. So that's going. And then all the millions of tourists staring at bits of rock. They're going as well. So, in this video, we're painting the Colosseum. Wish me luck. First thing I realised on this, because it was so complicated, I had to first try to get the shapes and the borders and the sort of the scale of what I wanted. So I decided to focus on these three bits here. This arch at the bottom, which is very important for getting perspective. The curve in the middle, which has got some type of like pillars on it. And then the sky, which obviously gives me the frame. So I had to get all of this perfect first, I felt, for me to just be able to understand what was going on. And I thought I'd just concentrate again on the black. So I'm just going for the black, putting in the shadow of the arch and the pillars and like the windows or whatever they are at the top. They're not windows, obviously. They didn't have windows then. And then going back in with the dark tones and the darker grey. And I'm just concentrating on these bits, as you can see. And that is giving me this curve of the Colosseum. And it's slowly but surely giving me safe bits, giving me safe zones so I understand what's going on. I'm going to leave the middle right to the end. So the tonal range here, again, is just greys, as I do in everything, with a lovely blue sky. Originally I was going to do the sky in multiple tones as well, but I painted it all blue, and I thought this looks really good, and it really contrasts with the intricacies of the Colosseum. So in the Colosseum, of course, it's loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of bits of rock. So I couldn't paint every single rock. That would have been insane. But now I'm starting to get the shape. I'm just doing it in impressions. This is an impression of a post, an impression of a rock, a boulder. And now you can see that curve has come through. Only with three tones. There's only black, a dark grey and a light grey. That's all I've got there. And that has given me the shape straight away, which is fantastic. Whew, out of breath. And now I'm going back into the middle. So this middle bit is a lot lighter. This is where that scaffolding was. I've kind of just taken all that out. And again, just drawing or painting the impression of what that is. And you can see here, see how we're getting this perspective because of this dark black bit at the front, going back, and we've got the curve from that bit that I did in the middle, which is very important. So if I hadn't done those bits, I think I would have got quite lost and confused because there's so much to it. It's not like you can go, okay, that eye is there, this ear is there, that ear needs to be higher. You know, you're going, which rock was I painting again? Which pillar was it? I mean, I did do that a few times. I thought, hang on, I think I missed one pillar at the top here actually, but I got so confused and lost, I didn't know what I was doing. Anyway, so it's four tones of grey, a black, a light grey, a lighter grey, a light grey, and then white. So we're going 4 shades of that? 5 shades? Black, grey, 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 light grey, 6. Is that right? I can't remember. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 6. And the middle bit much lighter, obviously, because the light is in the middle. And also by doing that, we are now distinguishing the middle, which is the bottom, from the side. So we're creating a 3D shape. Oh, what is this in the corner? Of course, we can't paint anything without not putting some pop art in it. So let's chuck in the corner Mr. Harry Potter just flying over. Originally I had him chasing a snitch, but that didn't work. So here you go. Look at that. Like, cool. So we just got Harry up there minding his own business, flying over. It's so stupid, but so brilliant. Now I was completely happy with this beautiful shape, this beautiful composition that I had. Now we go back in and refine everything. So every rock, every crevice, every shadow, every highlight, I was now, refining it, making it more punchy, more sharp, and more detailed in this fact that the shapes now weren't just a blob, it was now a triangle or a square or a circle, defining it, redefining it, and making it really give the impression of what I want there. So if there's an arch, I'm getting that arch. There you go, see like the arch there, you get the arch shape coming in, just looks really cool. And that's what I'm doing there, just refining everything, making it sharper, making it more detailed, and making sure it looks like what I want it to look like. That being lots and lots of rocks. This was a painting I had to stand back from quite a few times, and I couldn't do it in one big Normally I spend 3, 4, 5 hours on a painting, then leave it and do it again. But this one I could only do about 2 hours, because 2, maybe 3 hours, because my head was just going. It was so complicated. It was just way too much painting the same thing, and I was just getting lost. And there were times when I was painting something and I realized that's the wrong color, because you have to stand back to see the shadow line. Again, it wasn't like I could reference an eye or a mouth or a hat or a lightsaber or whatever. I had to keep coming back and saying, okay, there's the curve, there's the dark, there's the light. That's where there's bricks, well, not bricks, rocks and stones. But, I'm really happy with it. I mean, this is one hell of a change from what I normally do, and it's really cool, and I'm really happy with it. Now you can see, as with any painting, when I go back in with the black and start adding my comic bookness to it, it really comes alive. And look how much it is now. I'm defining this black and making everything sit where I want it to sit, and it's just looking like a perfect comic book illustration. Oh man, it's really good. So now I'm going back in with the Posca. And that looks really cool, how the Posca is now defining everything and making sure everything sits in the right place. And I'm getting lines that are so sharp that I couldn't get with a brush. Well, I could have, but it's easier with that. And now I'm starting to outline all the windows, outline all the columns, outline all the posts, the rocks. And this is just getting everything in the right place. So very much as an illustrator, I'm changing from a doodler at the beginning, then a painter, now into an illustrator. And I'm going to add a big black line right across the top there, which really gives it that comic book feel and defines it and pushes it forward. And there it is. I'm touching on a bit of Harry, but that's because I just wanted to make sure I got his cape right, and had to get, of course, the Nimbus correct, which I think we did. And that, folks, is the Colosseum. It was maybe one of the most time-consuming paintings I've ever done. It did make my hand turn to a claw and my eyes turn to blinds. But I think it was worth it every step of the way. I absolutely adore this painting. I definitely want to try to do this again, but maybe with stencils to speed it up a bit more, and to give myself a bit more of a comfort zone. But there it is, the Colosseum. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this video. I'll be back with one soon. And that's it. Bye!